Lobos have done it.
I want you to go out there, and I want you to leave your hearts on that field.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Denver, Colorado. It's the home of CET Sports. I'm your host, Brian Roth. Well, it's hard to believe, but it has been 5 years since CET arrived on the scene, debuting back in August of 2004, providing local sports content to the viewers of Comcast. Of course, CET is known for its unprecedented coverage of high school athletics, but it's more than that. Everything from the Winter X Games to the Pikes Peak Hill Climb, from mountain biking to horse racing, CET has made its mark on Colorado. And today we invite you to join us as we take a look back at 5 wonderful years.
Well, CET Sports is a brand extension of CET Comcast Entertainment Television. It was obvious to start that type of sub-brand. When we launched 5 years ago, 30–40% of our programming lineup was local sports, and a lot of that plays into the high school sports world. And there's the mainstay sports of football and basketball and baseball, but there's also the other sports such as track and field and cross country, and softball and girls volleyball and ice hockey and many more.
When Bob James and Jeff Ingram said, "This is what we want to do," I thought that's great, but in my mind I couldn't put together how in the world we were possibly going to do this. Are we really going to try to broadcast all of these games?
Here's a new channel in CET that's devoted to local content. They say they want to put on 120 high school events per school year. I mean, think about that, 120 high school events per school year, and obviously nobody had ever done that before. I was a little bit apprehensive. I'm not sure. I didn't know how they were going to pull it off exactly and keep some of the quality high when you're doing that many telecasts.
Welcome everyone to the Air Force Academy, fitting on this 3rd anniversary of 9/11 when this game is being played that we are at the Air Force Academy. So we're feeling a little patriotic today as well. My name's Corey Lopez, my first broadcast here of high school football, not in Colorado Springs, but here with ISPN, and I'm glad that I'm along with Jeff Ingram. And Jeff, it has been a busy week.
I said earlier we were humbled, and we were humbled. It's, we started a football telecast with 5 cameras, and one of the thoughts was, what do we do with them all? How do we make sure the truck can make it through snowstorms to get to these different gymnasiums for basketball games?
That first fall in 2004, we had 25 football games and 15 volleyball games that we needed to knock out. And it was a big undertaking. And we took us a little bit to get our schedule down and get things figured out and get into a rhythm and a routine. We definitely had some growing pains.
Along with Jeff Ingram. And Jeff, hopefully today is going to be a great...
Taking a look at this broadcast, it's always fun when you open up a league play. And obviously when you're dealing with high school sports, it's not going to be a huge production, so you're dealing with some production limitations.
In the beginning, it's funny to look back and see the broadcasts that we had back then. Older cameras. You should see, in broadcast terms, we have score bugs now, where you get to see the score all the time. We didn't have that. Or we had big score bugs that looked out of place and things like that. It was a growing process.
Oh, I like that.
I like that I leaned out on you there.
Okay,
You
good.
won't be looking at the camera or to him.
The beginning 5 years ago was certainly hectic, and obviously mistakes were made, but we learned from them. Everybody who was involved, every event added value to the process. We've had multiple announcers, multiple crews, and it's been a growing process, but it's got us to where we are today, and that is a place where we can provide a quality broadcast to our consumers. And because of that fact, I'm proud of where CET and CET Sports has evolved to, and that is providing quality sports product for our viewers.
Well, for ISPN, Ingram Sports Production Network, our focus from the very beginning, and we originated the company just months before CET launched. back in September of '04. Our focus from the very beginning is what's best for Comcast, what's best for CET, and what's best for the coaches and players and families involved in these high school sports in the state of Colorado. So that was our focus, Brian. We were determined to do the best that we could.
Well, CET Sports has gone way beyond just high school sports. We've looked at extreme sports, everything in the state, from the dry weather sports of mountain biking to the skiing and snowboarding and such. But we've had, over the last 5 years, several live DU Pioneer hockey telecasts, including the rivalry game with Colorado College at World Arena. We started to dabble into collegiate volleyball with some games with CSU. And we cover triathlons even. The Boulder Peak Triathlon, for instance, an annual event up in Boulder, has been very successful for us. So we look forward to CET Sports growing in that vein just as well as high school sports.